Financial freedom, two words that carry more power than almost anything else in life. For most people, it's a dream. For some, it's a goal. But for a few, it becomes reality. The difference between those groups isn't luck or talent, it's discipline, awareness, and education. Because freedom isn't about having millions in the bank, it's about having control. Control over your time, your energy, and your future. Financial freedom means waking up every morning and deciding how to live, not being told how to survive. It's not about quitting your job, it's about having the power to choose whether to work or not. That's true wealth. But here's the painful truth. Most people will never experience it, not because they are incapable, but because they never learn how. They chase income instead of assets. They focus on looking successful instead of becoming free. They spend years working harder, but never working smarter. They live the same cycle over and over, earn, spend, repeat. Yet inside, they know something's wrong. Deep down, they feel trapped, like life is slipping through their fingers one paycheck at a time. That's not living, that's existing, and it's time to break out. The path to financial freedom isn't a mystery. It's a formula, a series of steps that have been proven over and over again. Every person who built lasting wealth followed them in one way or another. There's no magic, no shortcuts, just principles. But most people never take the first step because it's not glamorous, it's not fast, it's not easy, but it works. And once you commit, you'll never see money the same way again. The first step to financial freedom is awareness. You can't fix what you don't see. You can't grow what you don't measure. And you can't build wealth if you don't understand where your money's going. Most people are financially blind. They earn money, spend money, and hope there's something left. They work for years without realizing their income isn't the problem. Their lack of awareness is. Every dollar you earn has a destination. You can let it vanish into habits, or you can direct it toward freedom. So start tracking everything, every bill, every subscription, every purchase. Not to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. Because awareness creates control, and control creates opportunity. Once you become aware, the second step is control. Before you can multiply money, you must first master it. Control means creating a plan for every dollar before it disappears. It means making your budget your blueprint for freedom. A budget isn't a cage, it's a compass. It points your money toward your goals instead of your impulses. You stop asking, "Where did my money go?" and start telling it where to go. You begin saving before you spend, not after. You start separating needs from wants, because freedom isn't built on how much you earn, it's built on how much you keep. Every unnecessary expense you eliminate brings you closer to independence. Then comes the third step, eliminating debt. Debt is the silent killer of progress. It doesn't just take your money, it takes your peace. Every time you owe, you're working for someone else. You're giving up your future income to pay for your past decisions. You can't move forward when your past owns your paycheck. So attack debt with everything you have. Start with the smallest or the highest interest. What matters is momentum. The faster you destroy debt, the faster you reclaim your income. And when your income belongs to you again, the game changes. Because every dollar no longer going to lenders is a dollar that can be invested in your freedom. Once you're debt-free, step 4 is protection. Because the moment you start building wealth, life will test you. Emergencies will happen, cars break, jobs change, health declines. Without protection, one bad month can wipe out years of effort. That's why you build an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses stored safely, accessible but untouched. It's your financial armor. It gives you the confidence to take risks, make moves, and invest without fear. Because security breeds stability, and stability builds momentum. Step 5 is growth. Now you're ready to make your money work for you. You've planted your foundation, now it's time to grow your forest. This is where investing begins. But you must understand something crucial. Investing isn't gambling, it's ownership, it's participation in the world's progress. When you invest, you own a piece of the engine that moves humanity forward. You stop being just a consumer and start becoming a producer. Start with simple, consistent investing. Don't wait for perfect timing. Invest monthly. Automate it. The power of compounding doesn't reward those who are perfect. It rewards those who start early and stay consistent. Every month you invest, your money earns interest, and that interest earns more interest. Over time, compounding becomes unstoppable. Step 6 is creating multiple income streams. One paycheck is never enough. Relying on one source of income is like standing on one leg. You'll fall the moment it's kicked out from under you. You need stability, and stability comes from diversity. Build side hustles, small businesses, rental income, digital assets, anything that earns while you sleep. The internet has made this easier than ever. You can create content, build a brand, sell knowledge, teach skills, or invest in opportunities worldwide. Every new stream of income buys you a little more freedom. Every system you create replaces hours of your labor, because time is the true currency of wealth. Then comes ownership, the point where freedom becomes permanent. Ownership is the difference between rich and wealthy. Rich people make money. Wealthy people own the system that makes it. You need to shift from working in the economy to owning a piece of it. Stocks, real estate, businesses, intellectual property, these are your keys. Ownership means you don't trade time for money anymore. You trade ideas, assets, and systems. That's when money works for you, whether you're awake or asleep. But as you grow, you must learn to protect and optimize. Because the higher you climb, the more complex things become. Taxes, inflation, markets, they all impact your wealth. Financial education never stops. You have to keep learning how to protect your money legally, how to minimize taxes, how to structure investments efficiently. Freedom without protection is temporary. So, optimize your system. Simplify your finances, automate your transfers, delegate what you can. The less energy you spend managing your money, the more energy you have to build more of it. And above all, discipline. None of this works without it. The biggest enemy of financial freedom isn't poverty, it's inconsistency. Anyone can budget for a month, save for a while, or invest for a year, but few stay the course for decades. Wealth is the reward for patience. Freedom is built through repetition. It's not exciting, but it's powerful. Every month you stay disciplined, you get closer to peace. Every sacrifice compounds. Every small decision adds up. Discipline doesn't look like magic in the moment, but over time, it performs miracles. Now imagine this: waking up one morning and realizing you no longer have to work. You choose to. You check your accounts, and your investments are growing. Your bills are paid automatically. Your money flows in while you sleep. You feel calm, not stressed. Peaceful, not pressured. That's real freedom. It's not about having everything. It's about needing nothing. But most people never get there because they stop too early. They get comfortable when things start improving. They increase spending when income rises. They start showing off instead of scaling up. But the moment you trade discipline for comfort, progress dies. Comfort is the slow death of ambition. The real test comes after success. Can you stay hungry when you're full? Because the people who stay focused after they win are the ones who stay free forever. So let's talk about phase 2, the deeper transformation. Once you've mastered the steps, you must master yourself. Money doesn't change who you are, it reveals you. It magnifies your habits, your values, and your fears. If you don't fix your mindset, you'll repeat old mistakes on a bigger scale. That's why financial freedom is an internal journey disguised as an external one. You must change how you think about money before you can change how you earn it. Start thinking like an owner, not a consumer. Consumers focus on spending. Owners focus on creating. Consumers ask, "Can I afford it?" Owners ask, "Can I build it?" That's the shift. You stop reacting to the economy and start building within it. You stop chasing opportunities and start creating them. That's how millionaires are made, not by chance, but by mindset. And once your mindset evolves, your momentum explodes, you'll notice something powerful. Compounding doesn't just happen with money, it happens with habits, skills, and connections. The longer you stay consistent, the faster everything accelerates. You'll start seeing progress in places you didn't expect. Income rises, peace increases, confidence strengthens, freedom multiplies. But remember this: growth brings temptation. As your income rises, the world will tempt you to spend more, show more, prove more. Don't fall for it. True wealth doesn't need validation. Real success is quiet. The most dangerous moment on your journey is when you feel like you've made it. That's when discipline must double. Keep investing, keep saving, keep building. Live below your means so your money can rise above them. Eventually, your systems will start working automatically. You'll have automated investments, automated income streams, and delegated responsibilities. Your financial machine will move without you. That's when you experience true freedom, not because you're rich, but because you're untouchable. You're no longer dependent on a paycheck, the economy, or anyone else's decisions. You own your time, you own your choices, you own your life. And then comes the final level, contribution. Once your cup is full, it's your turn to fill others. Financial freedom isn't just about independence, it's about impact. You help others escape the traps you once lived in. You teach, mentor, and share what you've learned. You build legacy. Because freedom without purpose feels empty. The wealthiest people aren't the ones who collect the most. They're the ones who give the most while staying free. The truth is, the journey to financial freedom is long, but it's worth every step. It will test your patience, your mindset, your discipline. It will demand sacrifices. But every sacrifice buys you something priceless: time, peace, control, purpose. You'll fail, adjust, learn, and rise again. You'll discover that freedom isn't about money, it's about mastery. The mastery of your mind, your habits, your emotions, and your future. And one day, when you finally reach it, you'll realize something powerful. You were never chasing wealth, you were chasing control over your life. You were chasing the ability to say no when others can't. You were chasing mornings without stress, nights without worry, and days without fear. That's real success. That's what financial freedom truly is. So start now. Don't wait for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. Don't wait for more money. It never feels like enough. Begin today with what you have. Track your spending, eliminate your debt, build your safety net, invest consistently, create new income, buy assets, automate everything, and never stop learning. Because every day you delay, you pay. And every day you act, you grow. The path is there. The steps are clear. The choice is yours. Will you keep working for survival or start building for freedom? You can change everything in the next 5 years if you decide to start today. Freedom isn't found by waiting, it's built through action. So take that first step now, because the only thing standing between you and financial freedom is the decision to begin. Once you start, you'll never go back, because nothing feels better than owning your time, controlling your destiny, and living life on your own terms. That's financial freedom, and it's waiting for you to claim it.